Life as we know it will never be the same, and thank the gods. Food sovereignty, terrifying. Community organization, terrifying. Mutual aid, terrifying. Good morning, cousin. My name is Jen Marie. I am an oracle, an initiated high priestess, sorceress of chaos, and witchborn of shadow. I founded an international resource center for neurodivergent witches looking to repair their relationship with community, and I wrote the Grimoire of the Ungovernable. My give a flip is down here, and my feminine rage is up here. And I also offer private readings where all of the proceeds from those private readings go directly to the operations of an international resource center for neurodivergent witches. And you can schedule that through brightanddark.org. If you are looking for free and public support, you'll want to be going into the app that the Unbound Witches of Bright and Dark created through community.brightanddark.org. I think I hit all of the points. Claire commented, and I don't have a job, so this is anxiety provoking. What did I say when I opened this reading? I said that we're not asking how to further entrench ourselves into a system that is dependent on the subjugation of others. I don't give a flying flip about whether or not you have a job. This isn't necessarily about that, right? We are so indoctrinated to believe that the only way that our needs will be met is if we have a job and we work hard. And that is fucking hogwash. That is what is keeping you stuck, is because you're thinking the only way out of the current situation is if you had more money. And that is not true. It's not true. You don't lack money, you lack community. We all can feel it. We can all feel that there's about to be this this complete paradigm shift, this collective paradigm shift, this life as we know it will never be the same. And thank the gods, right? Life as we know it will never be the same. So why are we sitting here hoping that we will, have, unlimited amounts of money and we'll be so comfortable? No, we won't. Money's not the answer here. You know this, like your brain knows. You know that what you're doing now is not sustainable. It's not even what you want to do. What you want to do is something totally different, but you're afraid. You're afraid to invest in it because it's uncharted territory for you. And you're concerned that this is a bad investment. Like, what if I fail? And everything about all of the readings that we've been doing is saying you cannot fail. You can't fail at this because it's inevitable. What is going on right now has been in the works for countless generations. You have no idea clearly what it took for you to be incarnated right now at this time. You have no idea. You are literally the hopes and dreams of every ancestor that you've had that has cried out for help and couldn't do anything because of the time that they were incarnated, right? But times are different. You are not a bad investment. Community, change, Abolition work is not a bad investment. Anything that you do along those lines is going to help the whole. And the choices that you make are not insignificant. They're not as insignificant as you have been made to believe. We need you. You are a part of this. Now is the time to let yourself think big. Right? If you could imagine an incredible opportunity, what does that look like? Opportunity for what? Right? Someone comes knocking on your door. Hey, here you go. There's this thing. What is it? Right? And take money off the freaking board. Right? Take that off the board. What are they handing you? Stop limiting yourself to what the big cappy pappy tells you is the only out. Heather says we are always investing whatever we have. Being intentional about it is the key. Yes. Be intentional about it and think outside of the box. Think outside of your cage. If you are sitting in uncertainty about what to invest in, you're boxed in. You're in a box. Think outside of that. Think bigger. I say this all the time that you are not as alone as you have been made to believe. This is why the Unbound Witches of Bright and Dark invest so much in creating platforms and support for other neurodivergent witches, is because when you have community, when you are able to be like, "Hey, I'm concerned about this. I'm stressed about this. This right here really hurts." And your community meets you with, "Hey, totally understandable that you would feel that way. I feel that way too. What can we do about it together?" It changes everything. It changes everything. Can you imagine being able to bring your concerns, your inner turmoil to others and have that be honored? Can you imagine that? Because that is like my everyday experience. And the other witches of Bright and Dark, that's our everyday experience. We have that support. So we're able to do big, big, big things, make big, big, big changes because we are not alone. You have that capacity. You do. And the trauma of your past, the way that you used to engage with the world, you're still bringing that into your imagining of the future of what is possible. Okay. And so, what is it going to take for you to actually do the brave thing and look for help and support, to reach out, take a chance, trust fall into your path? The most terrifying thing that can happen in the perspective of those that are in power right now, they don't fear guns, they fear hoes. They fear us returning to a more connected way of engaging with our lived experience. They fear us remembering how to grow food together. They fear us remembering how to share. That's terrifying. The scariest thing to those, the pedos in power, are, is a bunch of witches getting together to grow food for our communities. But isn't it so incredible that that's all we have to do? We don't have to go to war. We have to go to the ground. Ocean says we don't have to go to war, we just have to meet our neighbors. Yeah. Yep. And what we're engaging with right now is your birthright. This is what you were born for. You are stubborn for a reason. You are defiant for a reason. And you are not alone. Heather says the first fruits of the ground will be the feast for the celebration we're anticipating. Yes, witches. Yes. Plant your seed. There is nothing quite like planting things like zucchini or cucumbers to meet your neighbors because you will have an abundance.